Hey guys, UFC Serbia wrapped up several hours ago, but I am here right now to give you my, somewhat immediate, immediate adjacent reaction to the entire card, starting with the main event, Uros Medic versus D-Rod. I am drunk. Uros Medic versus D-Rod ended in about 30 seconds. I picked Uros. Everyone picked Uros. And honestly, I think he's still overachieved a bit, man. Like D-Rod, I mean, my God. Couldn't have put up less of a fight. One, two, three, knee. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Nothing really happened. Eros landed one combo. D-Rod went down. It seems that training in a Tijuana prison for almost a year is not the best training method for a main event. Good win for Uros. He's probably fucked eventually, though. You know what I mean? Like, what? Here comes JDM to box his head off. Something like that. Like, Uros is good, but let's not forget he's chinny. Let's not forget he doesn't always just win in a round. He took Semmelsberger late, got dropped by him, got dropped by Urbina. We'll get to him in a minute. Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking Urbina. Next fight of the night, Jan Blachowicz versus Navajo Sterling. Jesus Christ. I mean, talk about justifying being minus 300. Everyone the whole week was like, this guy Navajo has no right being minus 300. Short notice, lacks the experience of Jan Blachowicz, and this guy Navajo just ran in there and smoked the fucker. 1-2 down the pipe, dropped him. Nasty ground and pound, elbow sliced him open. Nasty, dude. Half a round is all it took to beat Jan Blachowicz. How bad is Guskov? We learned that last week. Navajo Sterling might just be the best light heavyweight in the world. And he's like, 28 or something. So, bright future for sure. You know what I mean? Like, this guy could probably beat most light heavyweights right now, I would assume. Not even just because he beat Ancient Jan Blachowicz. It's just this division's so bad. And Navo seems to be piecing some stuff together, He seems to be piecing some stuff together, growing into his own. He's a big dude, crazy frame. The power's starting to shine through. I like Navo. I'm happy for him. I'm glad Jan didn't win because we don't need a 43-year-old coming off a win in the rankings. You know what I mean? So a good performance by Navajo. If anyone deserved a performance of the night bonus, it was him. This is impressive. I know it's gonna like age badly. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Jan was washed," but the whole week, everyone was like, "Dude, Jan Blachowicz is still hanging tough in there with the top of the division." But now he's gonna be washed. So whatever. I went 11, 12 and 2 on this card. I got I got two fights wrong. But dude, I'm good. I'm a good predictor. I know I'm like a fucking joke. I'm a walking meme. But like when I lock in, dude, and give my picks, I'm a good predictor. Rakic Tybora, I called this. Of course, most people did. I said Rakic decision. He got it done by, I mean, doing exactly what I said. I said he shouldn't risk anything, stay at range, don't trade hooks with this blockhead. Just jab, teep, low kick. Tybora was having some success. Like, it was weirdly competitive on the feet. But all this fight showed me was Rockets just isn't going to be anything in this division, man. I don't see him being anything at heavyweight. I don't see Jamal Hill being anything at heavyweight if he can even make the weight class. Um, I don't see Whitaker being anything at 205. All these people moving up. Like Costa, I like Costa at 205 a decent amount. But other than him, I just haven't been a fan of these performances, even in wins. Like Rakic finished Tybora, though. You know what I mean? I know I said he wouldn't, so it's not like he underachieved or anything, but still. He's just not good, is he? Next up, Dusko Todorovic versus Robert Valentin. Pretty fun grappling match. They just kind of kept reversing each other over and over again. That's my white belt expertise there. They just kept reversing each other. Valentin won most of the scrambles, ended up on top, subbed him. Pretty easy. Or I guess he guillotined him, but like, you know what I mean. Yeah, good win by Valentin. It is Dusko Todorovic, you know what I mean? He's now coming off wins over Julian LeBlanc and Dusko Todorovic, so it doesn't really get worse than that. But good for Valentin. He'll lose his next three, probably win against Decan again. He'll stick around, I assume. And for Dusko, Jesus Christ. Like, what are you, finished by Valentin in a round? Like, I called that, but still, my God, you're a bum. Next up, Vlasto Sipo. Speaking of bum, versus Gilbert Urbina. This is one of the two fights I got wrong. Fuck you, Vlasto Sipo. I knew you were garbage. Bedtime knew you were garbage. Everyone knew you were garbage. And you still can't beat Gilbert Urbina moving up a weight class, dude? Really? Really? You're just gonna spam hooks like a fucking dumb fuck, miss all of them, and then get dropped by a jab? Like, I don't need to see this guy again. This isn't even like Mark Vologden being bad. Because at least Vologden sticks in there and gets, a gritty little war every time. This guy's just ass. Like, I don't need to see him fight ever again. Just cut him. He got his little hometown showdown. Like, cool, whatever. You blew it against Gilbert fucking Urbina. You know what I mean? I don't need to ever see this guy fight ever again. Good for Urbina keeping his job. Him and his 1,000 yard stare in this picture. Good for him. Huge underdog, but like, it is Vlasto Sipo. Anyone who watched tape knew he wasn't good. We just thought Urbina was less good. You know what I mean? But turns out Vlasto Sipo is genuine garbage. Like, I thought if Urbina won, it would be on the ground. This guy Sipo just got dropped by a fucking pillow fist. Whatever. I guess Urbina dropped Medic too, which is aging well. But the fight before that, Milos Janicic taking on Noah. That's not his name. Noah Gugnon. I picked Gugnon here because I'm a fucking genius. I just thought he had the grappling in the back pocket, but I mean, he dropped the fucker, jumped on him. I mean, he didn't even drop him. He was just low kicking him, low kick, low kick. Janicic's leg got all fucked up, fell over. Gugnon took the back, subbed him. Janicic is just not good. You know what I mean? He's going to be like a high volume guy. If you give him a striker, I'm sure he'll put on a fun fight. But Gugnon can do everything. He's also a dog. He has power. He's more diverse, right? He'll kick, he'll jab, he'll shoot, he'll do everything. That's why I picked him. He won. France is up right now, dude. I said it in my prediction video. French people have like plot armor right now for some reason. Next up, Ludovic Klein versus Tafik Musayev. This is the other fight I got wrong. Tafik Musayev's really, really good, and Ludovic Klein is not. I don't know how else to describe it. Really, he's just like okay, I guess. You know, Tafik Musayev's good, but he shouldn't be looking this good against you, kind of a thing. Ludovic Klein's he's a big. I feel like he's overperformed in his career, and now we expect too much out of him. I said minus 250 was crazy wide in my prediction video, so it's not like I was confident in Klein. And he had some success with the straight shots like I assumed he would, but he can't check a low kick to save his life. And Musayev didn't even have to cheat to win this one, so how good is Bahamondes, man? Ludovic Klein's just not good. He doesn't really have a process. He just hopes he can land a bomb, win a minute, I guess win a round based on a moment. And Musayev was just throwing more volume, kicking him. And Klein was just taking it like a good little boy, so not impressed at all by Klein. Good for Musayev, I guess. I can't wait for him to go unconscious. It's going to be a spectacular day. Next up, Oban Elliott versus Michael Oliveira. Jesus Christ. MMA Guru shockingly got this one wrong. We all picked Oban Elliott to craft it up by decision, just like Guru. No, just kidding. Obviously, Oliveira is going to slam him out. Oban Elliott's not a UFC level fighter. I've been saying this since he got to the UFC and went on like a 3-fight win streak. After every win, I was like, this guy's not good. He's gonna lose eventually. And then all of a sudden, he was minus 600 against some Asian guy. And then Sakyenko molested him. And then Mikalev molested him. Both of them being, ground related. And now he gets this big fucking mutant at welterweight and just gets slimed immediately. Like, Michael Oliveira is good, but I don't think he's that good. He's gonna be minus like 8,000 in his next fight, and he's gonna look like shit. It's gonna be like Gautier versus Puliev. I'm not completely sold on Oliveira, but I've, like I said, never been sold on Elliott. He is not good at all. Next up, Borislav Nikolic versus Mark Vologden. I picked Nikolic by decision. He got it done by decision. Vologden had a good first round. He dropped him instantly. Nikolic, in my opinion, looked kind of scared. I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but in the intros and the walkouts, he looked kind of shell shocked a bit. And then you see him in round one, he's not really throwing anything, and when he does, he's really overswinging and he's overreacting to everything Vologden does. I guess I don't want to say he wasn't throwing anything. He literally ran at Vologden like a moron and got dropped in 5 seconds. But like, I think he was just hoping he could fluke him early because he was scared, dude. I'm telling you. Nikolic was terrified. But he settled in round two, started fighting long, because for some reason, dude, this 5'10 bantamweight was just trading hooks in the pocket for 5 minutes against Vologden in round one. Interesting game plan for sure, fire his coaches, but then, about halfway through round two and then all around three, he was jabbing, he was kicking more, throwing long strikes, staying out of range, exiting safer. So he got into it and he looked good once he did. Vologden, don't know how he survived that third round. That was a disgusting third round. Nikolic just beat the shit out of him, basically finished him like 3 different times. I honestly thought at the end of round three, and I still don't know if this is true or not, Vologden was out cold. Like, I really thought Nikolic choked him out, and Vologden was asleep when the fight ended, but it was a decision, I guess, so maybe I was wrong. But Nikolic is all right. He's very hittable. He's not technical at all on the feet, but he's a dog. He stays in the fight. And Vologden, if he doesn't cut to 125, he's never winning a fight. At bantamweight, he's too small, wears damage really bad, doesn't have any defense. He kicks a lot for being 5'3". It's like, hey, bud, you're a midget. You're not going to have that much success spinning, wheel kicking, and shit like that. You know what I mean? So the Jaden Cable curse strikes once again. Poor Mark Vologden. Next up, Denis Bazukia versus Bogdan Grad. Denis Bazukia taps to a phantom arm triangle. Now, Bogdan Grad, very sloppy first round between them. These guys are both, honestly, in my opinion, not UFC level. I think Bogdan Grad's terrible. Denis Bazukia, for like somehow, some way, trains with Aljamain Sterling and Marab and has no grappling whatsoever. Like, once you put him flat on his back, this guy's fucking clueless. And yeah, Bogdan Grad, anytime he actually settled on top, Bazukia really had nothing. Grad almost got him out of there at the end of the first with ground and pound. If the round was like 8 seconds longer, he does. And then finally, at the end of round two, he finally gets on top, settles on top, and locks in an arm triangle. Initially, the cage was blocking him from jumping off to the side, but he kind of got off, and then Bazukia kind of tapped, but like didn't. It was a big mess up there, but I mean, you can't blame the ref. It did look like Bazukia tapped, and in that scenario, you kind of just have to get in there. If you see a tap, you have to you have to call the fight off. Obviously, I don't blame him. I thought it was a tap too. I think he was fucked anyway. I know there wasn't that much longer in the round, but Grad had that. He was gonna jump off to the side, but I'm not impressed by Grad, dude. His offensive wrestling is pretty bad. His cardio is really bad. His striking is really bad. His defense is really bad. The hair did not give him any extra powers, it seems. Next up, Mateusz Rumbeski versus Kyle, just a white guy, Prepelec. And yeah, another fight where people were like, there's no way Rumbeski covers minus 700. I think that's very wide. Prepelec was doing good things to Dober. And yeah, Rumbeski shut us all up. He just fucking destroyed Prepelec instantly. And about the Dober Prepelec fight, I did say in my prediction video that Dober is not good at all. Most of his wins are just fucking random fluke KOs out of nowhere, and no one wants to talk about it. including the Prepelec win, including the Green win, including the MJ win, the McKinney win. Literally every win Dober has is just fake. And he got chinned by Matt fucking Frivola. So Dober's terrible. Prepelec looking okay against Dober wasn't like a big selling point to me. But Robeski keeps his job. It's what the UFC wanted. That's why they gave him Kyle fucking Prepelec. So yeah, good for Robeski. Now, can't wait to see you in the Apex in a fight of the night in November, bud. Next up, Nina Milosevic versus Haley Cowan. Haley Cowan just finds ways to look so bad. Like, it's women's MMA. You're already like bottom of the totem. It's women's bantamweight. You are the worst weight class in the sport, and you are somehow like the worst fighter in the weight class. It's so crazy. Nina Milosevic is good. She has some pop. She's a decent grappler. Hurt Cowan with a straight right through a combo. Another 1-2 to the body. Dropped Cowan. She did a somersault. I guess you give her a performance of the night. Cool, sure. It's Haley Cowan, though. You know what I mean? I think the average dude could beat Haley Cowan. And I don't say that about a lot of fighters, but like, if you put like fucking Jazz Loves MMA across from Haley Cowan, he probably finds a finish. So good for Nina. She probably has a decent ceiling because it's women's 135. So I'm excited to see what she does. Haley Cowan needs to be cut immediately. I think she's 7-6. Oh no. Is that actually her record, or did I just make that up? I don't know. But her record's not good. And now she's been finished in like a lot of her losses. It's just a bad look. Next up, Jovan Leka versus Alexander Popik. Really strange fight. Popik was throwing a lot of volume. He was whipping up head kicks. I was like, holy shit, dude. Leka's like scared of him because he wasn't throwing anything. Me and my friends were watching like, holy shit, dude. This guy has a 50-pound weight advantage and he's getting like just presence mogged by Popik. It was crazy. Popik seemed like the bigger guy in there, just the way he was operating. And then the first strike like a throws, literally. Just a body kick. Popik goes down. It just, yeah, not great. Not sold on Leka. He still seems like a very tentative, doesn't go for the finish kind of guy. He didn't even try and grapple here. And it's like, hey, bud, you're 265 pounds fighting a guy who's 215. Let's maybe shoot a takedown, right? But he got it done. He threw one body kick. Popik collapsed. That's why weight classes exist. First fight of the night, Marina Spacich, hometown hero. Marina Spacich took on Stephanie. She's kind of bad. Luciano. Yeah, Luciano just landed whatever she wanted, subbed her. I didn't pick her by finish, I don't think, but I did just say she was better everywhere. Minus 320 seemed like a discount. It was. Subbed her as soon as she got the back. Spacich isn't UFC level. I said this. They just found her on the side of the streets of Serbia and was like, hey, you look like you're somewhat in shape. You want to fight? She's like, yeah, okay. Luciano's really solid, though. Like, she'll never get cut. She's a very high-level women's strawweight. Nowhere near the level of my goat, Fatima Klein, but who really is? Yeah, good card all around. I think they said it broke the record for most first-round finishes or something, or maybe broke the record for finishes in general, something like that. Yeah, it was a good card. A lot of mismatches. Some cool upsets, though. Masayev looking that good was impressive. And Urbina, I don't want to say it was impressive, but it was cool. It was a nice moment for him. Good for him. How good is Charles Radke? Say it again, Radke. I think that's all I have to say for today. I'll see y'all next week for Salkel Gamrot predictions. And, like I said in my prediction video, I'm not going to spoil who I'm picking for Salkel Gamrot, but Salkel, buddy, your time has come. The gamer's coming for you, buddy. See you on the other side, pal.